Ever stared down an ATM screen in a panic, only to be met with a cruel message? Insufficient funds? Let's be honest, it's happened to the best of us. You forget about that unexpected bill, or maybe a friend borrows a 20 you haven't gotten around to replacing. Whatever the reason, being stuck short can be a real drag. But what if you have the funds in your account, just not readily available in your wallet? That's where ATMs come in, those lifesavers that dispense cash at your beck and call. But here's the thing, ATMs aren't exactly bottomless pits of money. They have limits, daily withdrawal limits to be precise. And let's face it, hitting that limit when you need cash fast can be just as frustrating as realizing you're flat broke. So, the question is, how much money can you actually withdraw from an ATM in one go? Well, the answer, unfortunately, isn't quite as simple as a single number. There are actually a few factors that can affect your daily withdrawal limit, and they can vary depending on your bank and the type of account you have. Let's break it down. The bank. Different banks have different policies. Some are more generous with their daily limits, while others are a bit more cautious. Knowing your bank's policy is key, and that usually means checking their website or giving them a call. The account type, the type of account you have, can also play a role. Generally, checking accounts with higher monthly fees tend to have higher withdrawal limits. Savings accounts, on the other hand, are typically designed for saving, not spending, so their limits might be lower. Debit card versus ATM card. There can also be a difference between your debit card withdrawal limit and the limit for a regular ATM card. Debit cards are linked to your checking account and often come with higher limits. Regular ATM cards, on the other hand, might have lower limits depending on how much cash has been deposited into that specific account. So, what are some typical daily withdrawal limits? Again, it depends on your bank, but here's a ballpark range to give you an idea. Regular checking accounts. These might have limits anywhere from $300 to $1,000 per day. Premium checking accounts. These accounts, often with higher monthly fees, could offer limits upwards of $2,500 or even more. Savings accounts. Since they're for saving, not spending, limits here tend to be lower, often around $200 to $500 per day. Here are some additional things to keep in mind. Daily limits versus monthly limits. Some banks might also have monthly withdrawal limits in addition to daily limits. Be sure to check both. Out-of-network ATMs. Withdrawing cash from an ATM that isn't part of your bank's network might come with additional fees, on top of the withdrawal itself. Temporary holds. If your account has been flagged for suspicious activity, your bank might place a temporary hold on your withdrawals. Knowing your withdrawal limits is crucial for avoiding that ATM panic attack. So, take a few minutes, check with your bank, and be sure you understand their policy. Remember, a little planning can go a long way, especially when it comes to your cash flow. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time,